guys, it's Enzo right here again. Super excited to bring you another brand new video. So today will be a very interesting topic, right? A very simple topic that most traders out there ignore, especially beginners traders, they tend to ignore. There are some avoidable mistakes that you have to ensure that you don't do as a trader, right? Because traders tend to lose because of bad strategies, right? They lose because of avoidable mistakes. So what are those mistakes, right? So let's jump into it, right? Number one is trading without a plan, right? As a trader, you ought to have a plan. What is your plan? Your entry criteria, your exit criteria, you need to jot them down. Entering trade without clear entry, stop loss, and take profit level is a very dangerous thing to do, right? Number two is no risk management plan. So what are your risk management plan? Do you risk too much on a particular trade, right? Risking too much on a particular trade will blow your account quickly, so you need to learn how to manage your risks properly. Then number three, right? Number three I have here is over trading, right? So as a trader, you need to know when to put your foot off the pedal. You need to know when not to trade. It's not every time you trade. Taking too many trades out of boredom will only make you to blow your account, and you may never recover those losses that you've had, right? Number four is widening your stop loss or moving your stop loss. As a trader, when the trade is going against you, you dare not widen your stop loss. Instead, accept the planned loss, right? Number five is revenge trading. As a trader, when you take a loss, never you revenge the market, right? Never you revenge the market. Instead, accept your loss, right? Don't jump into the market immediately after a losing trade to recover the money. Accept the loss, go on a break, clear your head, and come back with a better plan to take your trades, right? Then number six I have right here is no confirmation. Entering trades without confirmation. So you need to have confirmation of how to basically take your trades, right? I did a video on the previous video I did on the Forex checklist, or the right checklist you need on confirmation entry. So you can go and check that the previous video. I explained about the right checklist you need, right? Then number seven is ignoring the trend. Ignoring the trend, right? The overall trend, you should never ignore the trend. The trend is your friend. The trend is your guide. Always know what the higher time frame is saying. Then number eight is letting emotions control your decision. As a trader, you should not be trading out of emotions. You should learn to keep your emotions in check, right? Don't trade based on fear. Don't trade based on greed. Don't trade out of excitement or you're making profit, right? Follow a definite plan. Like me myself, when I'm making profit, I don't try and be excited that I'm making profit. Instead, keep the same emotions during when you're making profit and when you're losing trade, right? Never let emotions be attached, right? The number nine I have right here is not having a journal, right? You need to be able to review your trades where you can check back your previous trades, right? Jotting them down on a journal, right? Reviewing your past trade and learning from your mistake. In fact, the fastest way to grow is having a trading journal where you can review your past trades and learn from your mistake. It's very important that you have a journal, a book kept aside that you can use to actually jot down a lot of things about your trading. It could be entry criteria, it could be some mistake you've learned over the years, over the past trade you've taken, and not making that mistake again, right? Then the last one I have, right? The last one I have is very important that most people out there think that is how trading works, right? The last one I have right here is expecting to get rich quickly. Trading is not a get rich quick scheme, right? Don't expect to get rich quickly. In fact, as a trader, right, thinking Forex is a shortcut to wealth instead of a skill that takes time to develop, right, will only make you lose a lot. right? We are not in this game to have overnight success. In fact, nobody made it overnight in trading, right? So you have to know that you have to apply proper risk management. It's not going to be an easy journey. There's no shortcut in trading. Anybody that says that there is shortcut in trading, that person is only trying to deceive you, right? Instead, this is a skill that you have to take time to develop. It may take 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. I know people that even take up to like 5, 6 years, right? They are actually trying to develop themselves, and you can also take time. It's not something that you actually get everything once, right? So stop making this mistake as a trader. If you have been making this mistake, you have to stop making this mistake. Go back to the drawing board and check, right, what or where you are actually making those mistakes. So I'm encouraging you guys to focus on discipline, right? Focus on risk management. Very important. What do you make when you are right, and what do you lose when you are wrong, right? And continue learning, right? You don't know too much in trading. You have to keep on learning, right? Keep on going back to your journal, keep on going back to your past trades, right? And don't chase quick profit, right? Learn to what? Don't chase quick profit, right? Because it's not going to help you in the long run, right? Stop chasing quick profit. Rather focus on discipline, focus on risk management, focus on having an edge, and continuous learning. That's the only way you can actually grow. If you like this content, like, subscribe, comment, and share to your friends and family about this content like this. So see you on the next one.